I really loved photography as a child. I used to like record myself lots and like dance and just like have fun, I guess. When I first started, I was a bit unsure. So like when I got the photos, that was the excitement. Because I was like, oh my God, I felt like a model. My favourite parts of modelling are being able to pretend that you're someone else. It's kind of like acting. I like experimenting with eras and genres. It's one of the only things in my life that allows me to be in the moment and not worry about anything else. Like when I'm on a shoot, it's like nothing else matters. Like I'm in the now. I am a petite sized model based in Manawatu, New Zealand. My modelling name is Renee Rose, and I am here today to tell my story of what I've been through the last over 3 years. One huge thing that really hurts is being skinny shamed. I've been called a Holocaust victim. I put up a video of me singing because singing makes me happy, and this girl came on my page. She said, you know you can't sing, eh? So I kind of gave up singing for like a few months. But what hurt the most was, what are you a model for? A heroin commercial. I've been diagnosed with anorexia nervosa, and that really hit me hard. I first came in contact with him in 2015. He sent me a message one night and I replied. We kind of like exchanged messages back and forth for like a minute, maybe? And then I was like, this guy's really odd and strange and I don't know him and I don't really want to be talking to him, so I put him into my spam folder. I decided to deactivate my personal Facebook page, but I still had my modelling one active. And I get this message from this guy. He said, why did you block me? If I ever see you, I'll kick your fucking head in. And then I went into my spam folder and I saw that he had been messaging me non-stop. And there were hundreds of messages. I didn't know how to take it. Like, there were real threatening things. He threatened a lot on my life and my safety, that he wants to rape me and end my life in front of my parents. A lot of sexual things. I couldn't read all the messages. It was too much. I freaked out and I thought for a second, like, do I need to report this to the police? And I just thought, like, oh, I don't really need to. He won't hassle me. Like, I'll just block him. It's been 3 years, so. He messages me any way he can. So he'll send private messages, he'll leave public comments, any way to get through to me. He's even gone to the extent of like messaging my family members, messaging my photographers. He was messaging my cousin in Auckland, and that freaked her out, writing on my reviews on my modelling page. The last I heard from him was a couple of days ago on Instagram. I first went to the police in February. I just like couldn't take it anymore. I was like fearing to leave my house, fear of being watched, fear of sleeping in case I wake up and he's like standing over me. I laid a complaint. You got to do it online now. We upload images of evidence, but you can only upload 10 photos at a time, which is kind of annoying because I've got hundreds. A male officer came to my house and basically said, we don't have the resources to catch this guy. His threats aren't serious enough to do anything. He could be anywhere. He's probably doing it to heaps of women. He was like, oh, you're probably just one of many. First they suggest I block him, which I've done. He makes new accounts. Then they said, delete all your social media and go under a fake alias. I did that 1.5 years ago. It didn't work. And I felt like that was unfair, that I had to hide because he can't control himself in society. I just tried to ignore it until about June this year. I decided to leave another complaint because he offered one of my photographers $5,000 for my address. No one really took it seriously. They were just kind of like, oh, just block him. Don't worry about it. He's just a troll. I don't think anyone can understand unless they've been harassed. I call it being violated from afar because I feel powerless. So I reported it to the police again, and I had a female cop phone me and say basically the same thing. We don't have the resources to find him. If you are an immediate threat, call 111. Delete your social media. And I'm like, delete my social media? But that's my business, like that's my career. Like, no, I don't want to delete my social media because some psycho has fallen in love with my image. I couldn't file a restraining order without his information because I didn't know his real name, I didn't know his address, and I didn't know his date of birth. So I was like, okay, I'll do a public Facebook post, someone will know him. New Zealand's small, right? So I did a public status. I found out his full name. I found his family members. So I ended up finding more on him than he had on me. I went to community law and got advice from them about getting a restraining order. They gave me all the paperwork and I went to the courthouse, filled it all out, had it sent away, and then it got mailed back to me 2 or 3 weeks later saying that they couldn't complete it because I didn't know his exact address. I felt like, oh my god, the cops won't do anything. Am I just gonna live with this the rest of my life until he finds me? As a civilian, as a young female who's been threatened to be gang raped, kidnapped, impregnated, killed, stabbed, I feel grateful that I am still safe, considering it's been 3 years. I know that you know that I'm talking about you. And I know you didn't mean to hurt me, maybe? I don't know, but you have hurt me. You've made me scared to go to sleep at night. You've made me scared to leave the safety of my home without anyone. And I don't know what I did to deserve this, but it needs to stop. It needs to stop right now. And I hope that you haven't put any other poor soul through this.